Remember when the Rockets thought that a center was all time as they put PJ Tucker to play the center? Well, the Phoenix Suns said hold my basketballs as they embark on a journey without a true point guard. As in a blockbuster move, the Suns traded Chris Paul for Bradley Beal. And then for some encore magic, they salary dumped their other point guard, Cameron Payne. But what does this mean for the Suns' play style? I feel like we're literally looking at a basketball lab experiment as they do not have a true point guard, and trust me, I have a few reasons as to why this might not work. So let's just get right into it. There's a reason behind this strategy. Among 285 players who have played at least 200 games over the last 5 years, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker rank 6th, 9th, and 10th in points per game. No other team has 3 guys in the top 5 according to the NBA. This firepower is undeniable. I mean, I really feel like this team could probably score 120 points per game. But one problem that I see on this team is who's gonna run the pick and rolls. Beal is not a traditional point guard. However, he has had his 2 highest assist-to ratio of his career in back-to-back seasons. But here's the catch. Booker is also not a traditional point guard. Plus, he didn't have his best situation over the last 2 seasons. But one thing we can say is that he has gotten better every season. So my prediction from both Booker and Beal is that they'll probably keep their assist-to ratio around the 20s this upcoming season, as they're gonna need to play make for the Suns, you know? But there's one problem with them also. They like to take a lot of tough shots. So that is something that they're going to have to clean up in this upcoming season, or else the Suns are not going to see a lot of success with them running the point. One thing is going to keep them alive even if Beal and Booker are not really good at playmaking. And that's going to be KD. Because KD is going to help them in a lot of ways because he doesn't need the ball much of the time. He's the type of player you can put in any offense in NBA history. He has proven that. And he'll always get his. He has proven that as well. This dude is so efficient that it's out of this world. Dude averaged 29 points on 56% from the field, 40% from 3, and 91% from the free throw line. Like, damn, that's incredible. He did that last season. Plus, I can't forget to mention that having him in the post, bro, is a cheat code. KD on the cheat code, bro, even if he's shooting it, passing it, or holding the ball for 20 seconds of the shot clock, is a cheat code. This guy can make something happen out of that. I'm not gonna say they're gonna score every time if KD is on the post, but trust me, 60-70% of the time you can get a bucket of KD being on the post. He doesn't need a traditional point guard to do that, right? The biggest luxury that the Suns have with this new three-headed monsters of Booker, Beal, and KD is that on one-on-one, bro, they are literally unstoppable. Their new 3-headed monsters isn't just a treat for us fans, they are going to be nightmares for defenders. Switching, isolation plays, defenders will need a GPS to track them. Opponents may want to switch actions between the Suns' 3-headed monsters in an effort to, let's say, stay in front of them, but few teams are going to have 3 capable defenders, and even fewer are going to have 3 capable defenders with size. If defenders aren't switching, the Suns' big 3 will just create some havoc, bro. If, let's say, they're willing to set some screens, imagine a pick and roll between KD and Beal. Bro, that's unstoppable. They are both 3-level scorers. And then you got, let's say, another pick and roll situation with Booker and KD or Booker and Beal. How do you want to guard that as a defender? Bro, like I said, you might need a GPS. Here's the biggest thing, and here's gonna be the thing that the Suns will struggle a lot. They will struggle. Last season, unless you cannot recall, the Suns didn't like to run a lot in transition. That was something that was the biggest problem, and I have the stats to back it up, because look at this, they ranked dead last in transition, because when we look at the percentage of their possessions there, we can see right away they didn't like to run in the fast break. So now without a true point guard, do we expect them to run in transition? I don't think so. So that, the reason I don't think so is because it's going to make them less efficient now without a true point guard. Chris Paul was the heart and soul of this team being efficient. the Golden State, bro, got lucky getting CP3 because he's going to bring such an efficiency. If he comes off the bench, it's even going to be better for the Warriors. Him starting, I don't feel like it's the best move for the Warriors, but eventually they're going to figure it out. But CP3 makes every team that he's on so efficient. His IQ is out of this world. So now without CP3 on the Suns, I don't expect the Suns to be running a lot in transition and being efficient on those types of plays unless they get another point guard. Who knows? And hopefully they'll prove me wrong. Like, look, I like to be proved wrong. So if the Suns can run in transition and be more efficient than they were with CP3, trust me, I would like to be wrong. Lastly, I want to talk about the mid-range. For Beal, Booker, and KD, 2-pointers are what their heart is. All three of them are buckets in the meaty. But the way the league has been going, teams don't take many mid-range anymore, as 3 is greater than 2, right? Teams are either looking for a 3 or an easy bucket at the rim, and that is what the media has been dying over the last few years. However, with this new 3-headed monster, it might be possible that they might bring the mid-range back to life, because Booker can go to the mid-range, like I said. KD is a beast at the mid-range, so efficient, and Beal, bro, he can get his too. So then 3 together, it might be crazy when they go to the mid-range, you know. Plus, I can't forget to mention that with the Suns' new lineup, it feels like we're looking at a basketball lab experiment. I already mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but given with the raw talent that they have, it might just be the formula for success. Do I believe so? Not really, but we gotta buckle up for a season of unexpected plays, unparalleled mid-range shots, and hopefully many victories, which I don't believe will happen. Before we end the video, bro, I want to remind you guys of a player, Jordan Goodwill. The Suns got this guy through the trade from when they got Bradley Beal. He came with the Wizards. Of course, they got many picks. But I want to remind you guys that this guy is a point guard. He had a very good assist-to ratio last season, 27%, which is almost as good as CP3. So if I'm the Suns, I will give this guy a shot and let him, you know, take the point guard role in this team a little bit. Maybe let him play 20 minutes a game. You know, who knows? So this is a dark horse for me. If the Suns give this guy the minutes that he deserves and the minutes that he should play, the Suns will have a better shot at having a good point guard over letting Beal run the point guard or Booker run the point guard. You know what I mean? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Let's just end the video like this, guy. I could be talking about this hours and hours. I don't believe this Suns trio will work because we already saw that before with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and KD. To me, this is very similar to Booker, Beal, and KD. So I don't believe this is going to work, and it's just a thing that's going to explode during the season. They're going to break this thing off, but who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like content like this, and hopefully we'll see each other in the next one.